It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Golden State Warriors as they go up against the Raptors in Toronto. For Toronto, they haven't forgotten the fact that this team swept them last year in the regular season. This is a game they had circled going in. And the front lines for both teams tonight, powerful, explosive. Shaq, what's the key these days to building a great front court?
Well, the more versatile, the better. But it's more about skill and brute strength. You know I'm about skill and brute strength. I was the most skillful and brutally strong guy ever to play the game.
It's right, you are brutal.
What's so funny?
That, front court guys need to change ends. That's what's funny to me, Shaq, and nothing else. I just tell you right now, nothing else is funny to me.
You want me to show you how strong I am? I'll flip this table over right now.
I believe you could. I believe you could.
What you looking at, Ernie?
Not much.
Oh.
All right.
It's on. It's on.
I see Ernie.
And here's Kevin Harlan. Here's Kevin Harlan.
I'll see you in the locker room, Ernie.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the Golden State Warriors come in for this one. And here it comes, the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan with Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Raptors make a quick stop here at home before heading back out on the road. It's an opportunity for them to play in a heated matchup like this, to play your best basketball. These are the games, guys, that show how well you match up against the other great teams in the league.
This is a team with high expectations, and they don't end with the regular season.
Now the real work is about to start. They've got themselves in a good position with the playoffs coming up. Now it's time to take their play to another level.
And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Well, Kevin Durant is much improved as a defender, and maybe it's some overdue appreciation, at least as he sees it. He said, people are starting to recognize me as more than just a scorer. I've been trying to shake that rap since 2012. I look to impact the game on both ends of the floor. Kevin, back to you.
A two-way player to be sure, DA. Thanks. And right around this time of the year, some teams spending long stretches on the road. Chris, that's difficult. It's got to be tough, I would assume, for players to deal with that, teams to deal with that.
It does get tough. Long road trips, travel, you're staying home from your family, you haven't seen your family and your friends, but I tell you what it does as a team. Coaches love it because it builds camaraderie, it builds chemistry. Now you have time to go to the movies and hang out with guys on your team at a restaurant or just hanging out. And what does that do? It brings you a little bit closer together because now you're building a relationship that's not based on basketball. These long road trips allow you to be together, to get to understand and know each other in ways maybe you haven't before. And believe me, there's been many times on the court I've joked with the guy on my team about something that had nothing to do with the game, and it brought us to even play harder because we had an inside joke about something else. Who wouldn't want to play with their friends, right? Who wouldn't want their friends to challenge them? And that's the type of relationships you build on these long road trips.
All right, let's set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, down low, it's Green and Cousins. Thompson and Durant, the deadly shooting wing pair. And it's Curry in at the one spot. And here's Lowry after the three-pointer from Klay Thompson. Leonard against Durant. Leonard kicks to Siakam. 5 to shoot. That one, no good. Durant with some nice D. Thompson for the triple. Another three for Golden State.
Look, the defender has to try to stay in Klay's jersey, especially on the catch and shoot.
Thompson's gone a perfect 2 of 2 from the arc. Lowry against Curry. The pass to Leonard. To the inside. out to Ibaka. Three-pointer. The Warriors pull it in. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
And I feel like the defense was one step behind all night. I mean, they never made the adjustments to string together a few stops.
Here's Green after the made shot from Klay Thompson. Green deciding where to go with it. Pass to Siakam. And it's Cousins with the foul. That's his first foul. Green finds Lowry.
Look, Curry is an underappreciated defender. Terrific at using his speed and reach to bother shooters. And the cold start gets a little colder. Just 1 for 4 to start the game.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You take a look at the Raptors. They still have a firm hold on that second spot. Strong place to be.
And I think for Golden State, they're rolling, and we expected that. Lots of talent. The chemistry is there, and so is the unrivaled production.
Lowry against Curry. Lowry passes to Leonard. Can they get it? Cousins pulls it in.
No flow to their offense at all yet. I mean, just 1 for 5 from the floor to start the game.
That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Cousins has got his first 2 points of the night.
Fruitful possession, just doing what they can to extend the lead.
And that's what you have to do. Stay in the moment. Keep grinding.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto. DeMarcus Cousins really the big final name in free agency last summer to land with the team. And Greg, did he shock the NBA world with his selection?
To take a one-year deal with the Warriors, nobody saw this coming. It makes sense for Boogie. Time to rehab and then join a contender for the back half of the season. You would think he'll get a much bigger and longer contract offer after this year.
Now, here's Lowry. 17 points in his last outing. Curry kicks to Green. Thompson for 3. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
And it's the Warriors on the break. Golden State moving it around. Durant with the steal. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. And he goes right over Serge Ibaka and slams it down.
The phenomenal athleticism from Durant. Man, he's just a tenacious dunker who spikes it in.
And that last replay, courtesy of the Under Armour Hover Havoc, unleashing a little bit of chaos. Now, here's Lowry. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. It's Curry outside. Doesn't go for him. Now, Toronto takes it the other way. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one.
Yeah, and a bit of a revenge game for them as they were swept in the 2-game season series from last year.
Yeah, for sure. This is a team that feels like they should never be swept in the season series by anyone, but especially when it comes to one of the heavy hitters from the other conference.
And Green with the basket on the assist by Lowry.
Good movement there, and the lead pass was right where it needed to be.
Curry kicks to Green. Passes it to Durant. Fires the 3. Hits it from 3-point range. Durant's got 5 now.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agility.
Durant against Leonard. Five on the clock. That shot misses. Great D that time from Durant. Here's the Warriors with the ball. Some momentum with a 15-2 run underway. Green finds Thompson. Green with the rebound.
The D doing everything they can to cut him off on his way to the hoop.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his first foul. Raptors trail by 10. Lowry with the ball. He's still scoreless so far in this one. He dishes it to Ibaka.
And they've had chances to score inside, just unable to convert.
Here's Leonard. That's good from 17 feet away. Leonard's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Raptors. Warriors have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Curry on the wing. Now recovering. They kick it out to Green. Rebound by the Raptors. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Playing on the road, always a challenge, but it becomes a heck of a lot easier when you can shoot the three ball the way they did.
Oh, no doubt. And when you're hitting a high percentage on the perimeter, everything becomes easier.
And already with the commanding lead, a terrific offensive performance.
Oh, okay, you've done your job so far, but the question is now, can they sustain this level of energy? There's still a lot of game to play.
And the Raptors call time here. Steph Curry, of course, a two-time MVP. If there's one area he can still improve on, though, Chris, I think Coach Kerr would say it's limiting his turnovers.
Well, we forget Steph was a shooting guard up until his final season in college. I mean, he made incredible strides as a ball handler, but that recognition of what passes to avoid still developing.
And Toronto making a change here. Lynn's checked in, and Golden State also making a change. Iguodala's checked in. To the paint. Here's Green. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. And it's a 12-point Warrior lead. And here's Lynn. He'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Outside Lowry. The dish now to Ibaka. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires from the line, and it doesn't even draw iron. And it's Golden State's ball. They're on a 19-4 run right now. It's Curry outside. Another three for Golden State.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Lynn against Iguodala. Lynn the pass to Ibaka. Drills it from outside. Ibaka's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Okay, you got a nice little back and forth going here.
And I love it, Greg. Both sides inflicting damage from the perimeter. We'll see how the defense is adjusted.
Now here's Durant. He's coming off a 22-point game against Orlando.
And his rebounding was solid in that effort as well. He did a lot of work on the glass. All around it, just his effort level was off the charts.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andre Iguodala. That's his first foul. A new group in now for the Raptors. Marc Gasol's checked in for Ibaka. OG Anunoby comes in for Pascal Siakam. Patrick McCaw, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Kyle Lowry. Now here's Lynn. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And now Iguodala running the floor all by himself.
The awareness of everything around him. Curry picks it clean, then off to the races.
Raptors trail by 14. VanVleet kicks to McCaw. Out left to the wing. Durant against Lynn. Here's VanVleet. 11 points for him in that last game against Memphis, and it's good for 2.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
Now here's Curry. Pass to Green. He feeds it to Cousins. Over Gasol. Not going to go that time. And Toronto will come the other way.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And here we go with Curry running it up the court. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
When KD gets it in that close to the rim, you're out a good option. He's so good. I mean, sometimes you just give him the foul. You just give the foul.
And Kevin Durant, the ultimate get-out-of-jail card for your offense. With his height and shooting touch, get him the ball with the clock running down, and he can make something out of nothing.
The free throw drops for Durant. You know, Greg, Kevin Durant could fit in any offense, but in your eyes, how good of a fit has he been in this Warriors attack?
Really like the missing puzzle piece. You know, I mean, his shot comes so much easier with the spacing he's afforded. At the same time, he's the fail-safe. When things break down, he can get his shot off against anyone.
Durant hits them both. See, Webb, there are guys that bring it every night. It doesn't depend on a game or a teammate or a play or whatever. Every night they're bringing out great consistency. I know you have a lot of players that you admire in that regard.
Definitely, I admire their pride, their heart, their attention to detail, passion for the game. The Kawhi Leonards, the Chris Pauls, LeBron James, of course, Kevin Durant. So many players put their heart on the line every night. You love seeing that.
Toronto shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
2 shots.
And that one falls for Lynn.
And for Lynn, missing the season last year, he's just glad to be back. His playmaking and creativity is something that this team needs. As long as he's healthy and playing aggressively, he'll be an effective guard option.
Here is Cook. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Iguodala kicks to Cook. Jerebko in the post. He's up against Gasol. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. And with Lynn, he made a point upon returning from injury, saying he will not change how he plays.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of guys, they'll shy away from contact after experiencing a torn patella like Lynn did, but he knows that he is at his best going at defenders and absorbing that contact. He said he'll try and be more aware of how he lands, but has no plans of changing his game.
That's good from Jerebko. And the Raptors with the ball. 15-point game. Van Vliet looking around. Here's Gasol. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And even now in his mid-30s, Marc Gasol is fantastic. I mean, he gives you everything you want at that center position. Strong defender and rebounder, and he has a host of ways to get you buckets.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And with Gasol, he continues to develop his outside shot, Greg, to act as a stretch center now.
Yeah, and really the combination of his 3-ball shooting and his passing really, even at this stage of his career, makes him a tough cover. You worry if he'll settle too much for that outside shot, but boy, when he is on, there are few answers for slowing him down.
And Marc Gasol, a force on both ends of the floor. You forget, you know, Greg, that he's won a Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, you know, Gasol doesn't really wow you on defense with what he does. I mean, he gets blocks, but it's really his positioning and his rotations are what make him so great. Always involved in plays, and he just seems to be able to protect the rim and a terrific team defender. Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Iguodala. 8 points his last outing. Durant in the corner. No good off the front iron. And here's Gasol. He'll bring it up for Toronto. They trail by 11. Lynn's shot is off.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Oh, wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly, then with the quick reaction time.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
And there's the foul. It's on Quinn Cook. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Raptors shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Two shots.
No good on that one.
Yeah, you know, Coach Steve Kerr may seem to have a laid-back demeanor, but knowing him personally, I tell you what, he's fiery. He's intense, and he wants to win. When tempers flare, don't be surprised to see him smashing clipboards and letting loose on the sideline.
Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Golden State. He hits the second from the line. And playing for the Bulls, Kerr famously got into a fight with a teammate, Michael Jordan.
Yeah, he has that competitive spirit, that edge you need to succeed in this game. Great people skills, sure. He's not a pushover.
The shot's good.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
And it's happening at both ends, trying to end this thing before it begins.
Van Vliet with the bucket. There's 39 seconds left in the first. Bell passes to Iguodala. Golden State moving it around. Cook kicks to Livingston. Shoots over Lynn, and there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Raptors trail by 14. And there's the foul. It's on Quinn Cook. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. The Raptors have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6. And he makes both free throws. And here are the Warriors now. It's good. Cook's got his first basket.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wentz.
Well, this is just another case where being aggressive wins out.
It's stolen by Livingston. And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. The Warriors on top, leading by 14. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. One of the most demonstrative players in the game, Draymond Green, speaks about the importance of passion and effort on defense.
That's all defense is. It is effort. It's the effort to want to communicate. It's the effort to take that one extra step to help someone. It's an effort to move up one step to get into the ball as opposed to sitting off the ball.
Well, and he should know, a former Defensive Player of the Year.
You know, he just takes pride in being their anchor defensively. And if he's not seeing that effort, he's going to let you know about it.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a very convincing performance here from the Warriors so far.
I mean, an interesting first quarter. The pressure D seems to be causing a lot of turnover.
Well, that's what happens when you're aggressive on that end of the floor. They took a few chances and took control of the game.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin this second quarter. Jonas Jerebko out there with Bell. And there's Livingston. And there's Iguodala. And it's Cook in at the point guard position. Warriors leading by 16. Bell. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Jordan Bell, the Pac-12 Defensive Player of the Year, helped lead Oregon to the Final Four. And C-Webb, he said he patterned his game after Draymond Green.
Well, it's a lot of similarities to their game. I mean, I'll give you a different name, Ben Wallace. Detroit's 4-time Defensive Player of the Year. And another great role model for Bell as he looks to reach his potential. Well, think about it. There's plenty of centers on the Warriors rosters, but when the going gets tough, they can go small. Their Hampton 5 lineup with Steph, Clay, KD, Draymond, and Andre Iguodala is the perfect blend of length, skill, athleticism, and IQ.
First free throw is good. And Chris, you were talking about a couple of the nicknames for that Golden State Warriors lineup.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, they used it sparingly in the regular season. There wasn't something they wanted you to get used to. The playmaking and the defensive versatility of that unit, to me, that's what stands out. It's tough for a traditional center to stay on the court against them, with all that skill and mobility there.
He's perfect from the line this time. We've spoken before about the skills that were hardest for you to develop. What parts of your game were the easiest to strengthen and fine-tune?
Wow, that's a great question, Cam. I have to think about that. The easiest. Well, I would say for me it was whatever I was doing well in college, and so that was on the post, on the right block, stealing James Worthy's spin move. It was easier to get a little bit quicker in that because now I got to see him use it and do it to me. It was easier to have my jump shot start to get in the place that I wanted it to as a rookie. But why? Because I had one of the greatest shooters of all time, Chris Mullin, there to sit and practice with. And so when you have a great shooter and a mentor like him, it's easier because they explain it to you. And then not only do they explain how to do it, they show you through their work ethic. And so for me, it was pretty easy in those areas because I had a great mentor in Chris Mullin.
I love that story. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Draymond Green is a former Defensive Player of the Year, and he remembers his motivation. They said I fell in the draft because what position would I guard? I'll never forget that. I'm comfortable guarding any position. When I'm playing against big guys, I battle even harder. You have to prove a point. I won't be a pushover. Kevin?
Yeah, he never backs down. Thanks, David. Here's Golden State now. 9 points in a row. Good run for him right now. Thompson dishes to Cook. Rebound by the Raptors. They can look forward to the Quicken Loans Arena after this game in a matchup against Cleveland. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Here's Van Vliet. He has 7. And again, Toronto no luck. Here's Thompson. Lays it up and banks it in. Thompson's got 10 points.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Toronto calls timeout.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
Well, I think the first thing they need to talk about are the rotations. There's a lot of miscommunication out there.
And some changes here for the Raptors. Siakam is checked in for Anunoby. Leonard comes in for Patrick McCaw. And it's Green in for Jeremy Lin. It's stolen by Jerebko. Bell passes to Cook. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. And Fred VanVleet is going to pick up a foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Oh, he's not happy to pick up a second foul. This early in the game, he's got to be careful now.
Serge Ibaka is checked in for Toronto. Here is Cook. He's got 6. 2 points. That one goes. He's got 6.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Ibaka. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
And with that basket, he puts a stop to the 13-0 run there by Golden State.
Livingston kicks to Bell. The pass to Jerebko. Here's Cook. And it's Golden State with another.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Raptors have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Pass to Leonard. Poked away. Stolen by Thompson. Passes it to Livingston. To the inside. Yarebko can't get it to go. The call will go against Yarebko. That'll be his second foul of the game. Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for Fred VanVleet. Then for the Warriors, DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Yarebko. Green comes in for Bell. And Steph Curry subbed in for Quinn Cook. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Raptors. Knocked away. It's stolen by Green. Now here's Livingston, guarded by Green. Here's Cousins. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
It's very difficult for the D to cleanly contest Cousins. Just a hulking presence who bullies his way into shooting fouls.
The Warriors have been excellent at the free throw line here today. A flawless 6 for 6.
2.
The first one falls.
And guys, Cousins blindsided fans and players alike by going to Golden State this past offseason. Cousins knew he'd have to take a prove-it type deal when he entered free agency after that Achilles tear. The deal with the Warriors was put together and finalized fast, and kudos to the Warriors front office for striking when the iron was hot. And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Lowry kicks to Siakam. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Two shots.
He's off on the first. And he sinks the second. And here is Curry. A 32-point game for him in the win against Orlando.
Not to mention his defense. I mean, he was a terror. He came away with 3 steals and caused a whole lot of headaches.
Now here's Livingston. And Curry the bucket on the assist by Livingston. 8 points for Steph Curry.
Oh, that's a drop in the bucket for Mr. Curry. One of the softest 3-point shots you'll ever see.
Lowry with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Leonard kicks to Lowry. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Lowry's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Curry finds Cousins. That one no good. And Toronto will go the other way with it. Lowry against Curry. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. They get Stephen Curry.
When you watch Kyle Lowry play, you see how much bigger he is than his stats. Does so many little things on both ends of the floor. I mean, he's a great screen setter, takes charges, all the things that don't necessarily show up in the stat sheet, but are important when it comes to winning.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And Greg, with Lowry, it isn't like he's quiet on the stat sheet either.
Yeah, he is a bulldog. I mean, he scores it, the playmaking. He's just complete in terms of a backcourt player. Rebounds as well as anybody for his position, and got good hands on defense. It just gives you a little bit of everything at that point guard position.
That one is no good.
And I like how scrappy and aggressive Lowry is on the court. And it's easy to see how much his teammates
enjoy playing alongside him. Yeah, the defender all over him. Well, Steph Curry, widely regarded as the best shooter in the history of the game. He's been so successful playing point guard in the NBA at times, I think we forget that he transitioned from playing shooting guard in his younger days.
And both free throws good for Curry. You know, Greg, a lot of players can't make that switch from shooting guard to point guard. You've got to give Steph a lot of credit.
He's worked tirelessly. I mean, we've all seen those pregame ball handling drills. He's still prone to a careless turnover or two, but on the plus side, he rebounds like a shooting guard. And today's point guards are expected to score much more than in days past.
Well, Draymond Green, the Warriors assist leader, top 10 in dimes. I mean, league-wide last season. When you think about his playmaking ability at the power forward position, it's unique.
Two.
And the first one at the line is good. And over the past 3 seasons, Green averaging over 7 assists a game. The only big man who's averaged more over a course of a season, Wilt Chamberlain.
Oh, wow. Well, Coach Kerr, a consultant with that Suns team, gave Draymond a video of Boris Diaw. Boris Diaw averaged 6 assists a game in Phoenix. Well, Green took that, and with the shooters that he has, MVP shooters, and the players that he's had, he's taken that to a different level.
Now, here's Green. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Good work there as it goes.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here's Curry after the Raptors pick up 2. Thompson outside. Back to Curry. 6 to shoot. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists in the game. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Lowry kicks to Siakam. Outside, Green. 13 feet away. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. And here are the Warriors now. Pass to Cousins. Golden State moving the ball around. Green inside. He's covered by Thompson. And there's Green on the assist from Leonard.
But if you thought the D was going to tighten up on him here in the second quarter, think again.
Lowry against Curry. At the elbow, it's Cousins over Ibaka, and he overshot that one, missing. Toronto, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Poked loose. Now Thompson. 20 points for him last game against Orlando. To the middle, here's Cousins. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Cousins has got 4 this quarter.
That's where Cousins is most dangerous, and letting him go to work inside is something they're always trying to make happen.
Lowry drives in, and the rejection by Cousins. Inside, it's stolen by Ibaka. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
A chance to check out stats for Kawhi Leonard. His last 10 games have been exceptional. He's right around 29 points a night, almost 3.5 steals and 5 assists. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Yeah, anytime this club needs a basket, he's their go-to guy, just an irrepressible, prolific scorer.
And the Warriors making a change here. Iguodala's checked in. And he's good on the second. Curry with it. 13 points in the game. There's the pass to Green. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Green's got 7 points.
Yeah, Kevin, you can't afford to leave someone open around Curry. He's great at keeping his head on a swivel.
Lowry against Curry. Here's Ibaka. Off target from three-point range.
He had 1 3-pointer in the first, but still searching for that second.
Here's Green. Off with the layup. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Pass to Lowry. He kicks to Leonard. Over Durant. Not enough on that one as it misses.
The D a little slow to get in his face. They're fortunate it didn't cost him.
Leonard with the steal. Lowry against Curry. Lowry can't get it to go.
It's clear this just isn't his night. I mean, if they're going to keep him on the floor, I think his best role would be to be a decoy.
Curry outside. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. Leonard's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Lowry kicks to Leonard. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple. And with Kawhi in this past summer, his health was such an unknown quantity during trade talks. Now that we know that Kawhi is a full go, it looks like a great deal for Toronto. Casts a bit of a shadow and doubt over Kawhi's last year in San Antonio, but it is what it is at this point.
One shot.
And with Kawhi Leonard, he just does everything well on the floor. Offense, defense, rebounding, runs the floor. I mean, he is one of the more complete players in our league. He can completely take over a game on both ends.
Now here's Cousins. He's coming off a 13-point game against Orlando.
And not just the scoring. It was also how fierce he was on defense, grabbing 3 steals on the night as well.
The Raptors making a switch here. McCaw's checked in. There's 1:54 left in the first half. And Greg with Kawhi started as a defensive stopper, but he now is so much more than that.
I mean, he's got a great outside shot, that pull-up jumper, the turnarounds in the post. He has the complete repertoire. You never would have thought he was only viewed as a defense guy once upon a time, but was already a fantastic player. But this is a guy that continues to just add to his game.
And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. Cook is checked in for Golden State.
Durant.
1:27 left in the second quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No good from Cousins.
Wasted opportunity. That's a good chance right there for an easy 2 on the open jump.
And that one drops.
Just wonderful form on the J from Lynn, dropping it in the face of the D.
It's Durant on the wing. Dishes to Cousins. Durant feeling it out a bit. And Cousins kicks to Durant. Knocks down the 3 ball. Durant's got 10 points in the game.
And when Durant is looking to score off the catch like that, there isn't a lot you can do as a defender.
Lynn dishes to Leonard. Outside Gasol. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
And that's how you answer back.
Trading bombs the last 2 possessions. They're going that one though.
Now here's Green. An 11-point game for him in the win against Orlando.
Oh, well, his rebounding stood out, too. He gave them a big lift on the boards.
And that one's good. Cousins.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
You know the saying, numbers don't lie. You can see it up there on the scoreboard.
Now here's Leonard. Over Durant. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
Yeah, and from mid-range, Leonard's jump shot is money. It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble or catch and shoot. He never loses his touch.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. He's been a major threat from three-point range. Got 2 of them to fall in that quarter. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Steve Kerr and Coach, what is the offensive approach going to be in the second half?
Well, we just have to do what we do, move the ball and wear them down with our ball movement, our cutting, and our spacing, and set better screens, all the usual stuff.
Yeah, it always seems to work out for you in the long run. Thanks, Steve. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Diesel and the Jet. Welcome to the halftime show on 2K Sports. The first half was all about Stephen Curry. He had 13 points, 4 assists, and 2 steals. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
The competitive nature of Steph Curry. Got it going in the first half and would not let up. Even when facing length defensively, his ball handling and quick release wins out.
Shaq, let's get your insight on Toronto.
Not pretty to watch how they get torched in the low post, Ernie. When they were playing defense in the post, you know me, Ernie. Barbecue chicken alert, barbecue chicken alert. This team is going to have to up the pressure, play more physical in the second half, start a fight, throw some bowls. Let's go.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks
Goodbye,
for
folks.
joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
We return now to Toronto with a fantastic look at sunset at the downtown skyline of Toronto, Ontario. Wow, what a great view. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
And through the first 2 quarters, he was extremely aggressive, picked up a number of steals.
Oh, well, you take some chances. Sometimes you can get burned, but you hope more often than not that you can be a catalyst for your team.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Kyle Lowry and Danny Green are the guard tandem. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ibaka. And it's Siakam in at the power forward position. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half. Cousins, no good. Toronto's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Lowry for 3. The Raptors rebound, and the shot goes in from Siakam.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
It can be discouraging, frustrating, but you only have yourselves to blame. Box out.
Now here's Green. Cousins, the pass to Thompson. Shoots over Leonard. Nice shot by Thompson. Thompson's got 12.
Always got to be up on Thompson. I mean, he came into the league with a crazy weather.
Pass to Ibaka. Over Cousins. And the rejection by Cousins. Green bounce pass. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 4 assists in the game. And it's Lowry with the ball. Brings it up for the Raptors. Outside Leonard. For the 3. The Warriors pull it in. Durant's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Having a little bit of trouble at the start of the half. Only 1 for 4 from the field.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You look at Boston. Things going their way so far in this season. Right now, they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record. And, of course, there's the Raptors sitting directly below them, just one spot down.
And for the Raptors, as talented a team as they are, has performed at a very high level this season. Everything's gone according to plan up to this point.
Yeah, Greg, already the focus has started to turn to the postseason and what they need to do to make a run at the championship. They're having trouble getting going here in the second half. I mean, that's their fourth miss in 5 attempts.
And the rejection by Ibaka.
And, well, he's been the NBA's leader in blocks multiple times. Ibaka just has that rare instinct for it.
The Raptors have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. A very slow start offensively. Lowry kicks to Siakam. Pass to Leonard. Back to Siakam. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Three-pointer, Lowry. Draymond Green with the rebound. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Curry finds Thompson. To the paint. It's stolen by Ibaka. Green against Thompson. Outside Leonard. Trying to end the drought. Siakam. Green with the block.
And what Green lacks in height, he makes up for in heart. He's such an outstanding shot blocker.
But they get it back. Here's Cousins. And Cousins throws it down.
And guys, that's his game. I mean, battling in the paint and cashing in on those second chance opportunities.
And Greg, cashing in hard. I mean, man, oh man, he puts an exclamation point on that dunk.
Yes. And anybody can get a run-of-the-mill putback, but he makes them count.
Toronto calls timeout.
And Draymond Green, an extremely vocal leader. He's in his teammates' ears, always trying to keep them on edge. Also in his opponent's ears as well. And then there's the officials. He tends to like to get in their ears as well.
Fred VanVleet is checked in for Danny Green. The Warriors also with a sub. Urepko's checked in for Draymond Green.
And one of the things Cousins has continued to develop, his defense. Really makes an effort to swat that shot away.
The call will go against Urepko. That's his 3rd foul of the game. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the 3rd. Here's Lowry.
And since halftime, he just doesn't have a clue when it comes to shooting.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
And Fred VanVleet is going to pick up a foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Off the inbound pass, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Shooting one.
And Draymond Green, Greg, has been among the league leader in technicals. If you're one of his teammates or his coach, do you try to get him to dial it back?
You know, his greatest strength can probably also be his greatest weakness. That fire and motivation, really second to none. But I'd be careful not to hamper that enthusiasm.
One shot.
Now, Curry is everything you want from a superstar. A fearless competitor and just an incredible leader.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's VanVleet. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by Golden State.
The Warriors have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the 3rd quarter. 4 of 8. High post Cousins.
Curry's on the wing. Close out.
Lowry against Curry. Kicks to Durant. Good, and Curry gets the assist. That's 12 points for Kevin Durant.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
Yeah, but here's the problem. They play team ball. So if you pay him too much attention, that just leaves other guys open and is too difficult of an adjustment to make.
Now, here's Thompson. On the wing, Thompson. And another basket for Golden State.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. He dishes it to Leonard. And Durant sends it back.
But Durant covers a ton of ground with his limp, using his wingspan to wipe away shots.
Lowry against Curry. 4 on the shot clock. The Raptors need to get a shot off.
Look, it hasn't happened yet, but he's got time to find his rhythm. And if he does, they can turn this thing around quick. His struggles this quarter continue. The D's done a good job.
A little shot fake there, got the D out of position. Yarebko's got his second bucket of the night.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Lowry passes to Siakam. Rebound by DeMarcus Cousins. Cousins has got 11 rebounds in the game. Yarebko. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Leonard's got 6 rebounds in the game. Ibaka outside. And there's the pass to Van Vliet. Out to the right wing. Here's Siakam. Buries it down low. Siakam's got 4 points in the quarter.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
It's Durant on the wing. He's covered by Leonard. Cousins against Ibaka. From past the arc. No good from Durant. And for the Raptors, they're shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Van Vliet kicks to Siakam. Here's Van Vliet, defended by Yarebko. Outside for Lowry. Buries it from three-point range. Lowry's got 8 points.
And that's Lowry's shot right there. Always looking to capitalize from that range.
Curry looking it over. Pass to Cousins. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Toronto's gotten 1 of 6 3-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Leonard dishes to Lowry. Passes it to Ibaka. He kicks to Leonard. Just 5 to shoot. Leonard draws the double. Over Durant. Rebounded by Yarebko. Yarebko's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And Cousins throws it down.
And Cousins is a big body who knows just how to back down the D. When he has the room to throw it down, he does not hesitate for 1 second.
Here's Van Vliet. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Lowry. Leonard on the wing. And the rejection by Cousins. Thompson for the triple. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Thompson's got a pair of 3s now here in the third for the Warriors.
Wow, what a sensational quarter from him. And as long as they have this lead, I'd keep going to him again and again and again and again.
And then Leonard with the dunk.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Curry kicks to Yarebko. It's Durant on the wing. 12 points for him. Now here's Yarebko. He's guarded closely. Here's Curry. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
3-point shooting, mid-range, driving it, taking you off the dribble. I mean, all the elements of Curry's game is coming out over the course of a night.
Leonard with the bucket.
Now, he's doing what he can do to dig them out of this hole, but I think he's going to have to turn it up even more.
Curry kicks to Yarebko. Back to Curry. To the inside. The shot's good from Jerebko. Jerebko's got 7 points.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Lowry finds Ibaka. It's stolen by Curry. It's Durant on the wing. And another three for Golden State.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Here is Lowry. 8 points for him. Here's the teardrop, and the layup is up and in. 10 points for him.
And his touch inside more than makes up for Lowry's lack of size. He's a terrific finisher in the paint and doesn't miss many once he gets in tight.
Cousins, the pass to Jerebko. Down low, here's Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Yeah, guys, and the finish is the perfect capper. I mean, taking it all the way to the 10.
And he lays in the alley-oop.
And you can tell Thompson knows his role. He's out there to score. He loves to stay aggressive.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for Toronto. At the top of the key, Lowry. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Lowry's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Curry kicks to Jerebko. Cousins against Ibaka. Knocked loose, nabbing another steal. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
Here's Leonard. The Warriors pull it in.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Thompson from long range. The rebound by Ibaka. Thompson finds Curry. And that one goes long.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
Well, that just shows you can do everything right sometimes, but still get the wrong result. Even with the miss, that's a jumper he'll keep taking, as long as they keep leaving him open.
He got it up. Off the mark. And so it's the Golden State Warriors going to the break, holding an enormous 36-point lead. Their defense has been active and effective. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. The Raptors shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Bell is out there with Jones. Then there's Livingston. And there's Iguodala. And it's Cook in at the point guard. That one goes. Count it. Gasol's got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Raptors. Here is Cook, defended by Lynn. Bell passes to Livingston. Back to Bell. 6 on the shot clock. And Iguodala gets it to go in on the assist by Bell. 7 points for Andre Iguodala.
And you can see the play calling this half. Another one from distance.
Well, that's because they made a concerted effort to get the shooters involved. Now they've built up the confidence.
And a wide open look for Lynn. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
And that 7'1" Gasol sees over the defense with ease. I mean, fantastic at spotting the open man.
Livingston kicks to Cook. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Playing big, willing to go toe-to-toe against a guy who towers over him.
Well, it's just an attitude, a way of life. You can't let people see you back down, or they take it as a sign of weakness and expect that treatment every time.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. And there's a whistle. That goes on Jeremy Lin. That is his first foul of the game. Every once in a while, we hear about the brotherhood of the NBA. C-Webb, when you hear that term, what does it mean to you?
It means it's the truth. When I got to the NBA as a rookie, the thing that amazed me the most was that I was already part of a fraternity. There was no having to be kind of welcomed in. You are welcomed in once you're part of the NBA. Guys want to see you do well.
Right.
Not against them, not against their team, but guys want to see you do well because they know the work, the effort, the sacrifice that it takes to get to this level. And that's a really refreshing feeling, knowing the guys got your best interest as long as it isn't against them that night.
Yeah, great perspective on that topic.
Clearly a foul.
First one falls for him.
And look at Mark's brother Powell. I mean, the top 3 pick. Mark went in the 2nd round. But if Mark stays healthy, the career comparisons will get really interesting.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Feeds it to Bell, and he banks in the layup.
And this is where Bell likes to operate. Comfortable inside, knows he can get it done from there.
Lin finds Miller. Here's McCall. He's covered by Livingston. Outside, Lin to the paint, and finished off by Gasol.
And really, Lin has a terrific feel for this offense. Just seems to know whenever one of his guys is open.
Cook, the pass to Jones. Here is Cook, defended by Lin. Cook, good. Cook's got 4 points this quarter.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Miller outside. Kicks it to Gasol. That's good, and it's Miller with the assist. And 12 points for Marc Gasol.
He's one of the guys having a solid game for them, but as a whole, they've been lacking.
And so it's Livingston bringing it up now for Golden State. The feed to Jones. Marc Gasol picks up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Chris, the last few years, talk of expansion has come up. Are we ready, you think, in the NBA to add some more teams?
I think we are. Now, expanding to 32 teams might stretch the talent a little bit thin, but I think we could handle a couple of years with that because of the youth of the players, and they could actually switch it up a little bit. I mean, come on, Kevin. You're like me. You're a big basketball and big sports fan. You know we have to have a team this year.
I would love to see it. Absolutely.
I mean, come on. You know how crazy those fans were. You know, we have to have that come back. And then there's some places. Think about how great Oklahoma City is.
Yes.
And how they've just embraced this Thunder team. There might be a couple more places out there with that type of passion and fans saying, listen, if you give us a team, we promise we'll nurture it, take care of it, and root for it the loudest. And I like having that. I think it's time to definitely investigate expansion, but we got to get back to Seattle first and foremost.
Here's Livingston, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. The pass to Gasol. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%, 5 for 7. Warriors have gotten 7 of their 8 shots to fall here in the 4th. A tremendous offensive outburst. Here's Livingston. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
Oh, and a nice look by Livingston. Keeping his eyes up, locates the man.
And the Raptors with the ball. And here is Lynn. Gasol inside, working on Jones. Count it, good. Gasol's got 11 in the second half.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Here is Cook, defended by Lynn. Cook, good. The Raptors have gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the fourth quarter. Really getting it done. Miller inside. He's covered by Livingston. Lynn kicks to McCaw over Iguodala. No good from McCaw. And for the Warriors, their shooting has been just fantastic, around 65% tonight, getting exactly what they want when they want it. Cook dishes to Jones. Shot clock at 6. And it's Cook missing.
I'm not sure if the D bothered him or if he just lost concentration on that one, but that's a layup he should convert.
It's stolen by Livingston. And here comes Livingston, leading the fast break. He's looking for Bell and finds him. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Even when the defense is on him, Bell takes them on. A relentless player who goes up strong inside.
Green, he's checked in for Toronto.
One shot.
A free throw drops for Bell. C-Webb, when you look at how basketball is taught at early levels for these kids, middle school and then high school, anything there that you would change?
Yes, I would change to developing all players and taking away positions.
Interesting.
When you are young and you're in, let's say, 3rd grade and you're the tallest player on the team and I make you a center and I pull you to one end and I only show you how to make layups. I don't show you how to shoot threes or to dribble. I'm assuming that your body is always going to stay the same. And I believe that coaches should teach great skill set, shooting, passing, dribbling. And when you do that, a player can then become the full player they're intended to be instead of teaching incrementally where a player may get stuck and identified as this type of player his whole time. I think that really what you need to do is teach full skill sets and allow players to develop. Just think if someone would have said, Kevin Durant, you can only shoot layups. We wouldn't be able to see the true unicorn that he is.
Wonderful thought. Toronto with the ball. The Warriors making the shot. Pass to McCaw. Trying his luck deep. Connects from three-point range. McCaw has got 5 points now in the quarter. And it's Livingston with the ball for the Golden State Warriors. Passes it to Iguodala. He kicks it to Bell. Outside, Jones. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Iguodala, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Toronto's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. And there's the foul. It's on Quinn Cook. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Pro basketball is one of the few sports where awards are league-wide, C-Webb, and not divided by conference. Or if the NBA should consider giving out separate awards, you know, for the East and the West.
You know, Kev, I don't know about Eastern and Western Conference, but I do believe that there should be an offensive MVP. I do believe there should be a difference between MVP and maybe the best player in the league, because how do we define some of these things? So I do think we can tinker with some of the awards, but East and West, I'm not really sure with. I think it should always be about the best out of the total number of teams and conferences.
Good perspective. Here's Van Vliet following the score by Golden State. Pass to McCaw. Here's Anunoby, defended by Bell. Bell with the block, and he gets it back. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Marc Gasol. And it's Golden State's ball. Now Livingston, the pass to Iguodala. Kicks it to Jerebko. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. Iguodala's got 3 assists tonight. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they've played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
And that would have been a big 3 if he drained it, answering back for the triple at the other end.
Cook, the pass to Bell. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Here's Van Vliet. Outside, Green. Here's McCaw. Pass to Van Vliet. And it comes to playing the role of villain in the eyes of many NBA fans. You know, you've got LeBron going to Miami, Durant leaving OKC, going to Golden State. C-Webb is having someone to root against good for the league. It seems to build some passion in sports for sure.
I mean, there can never be a hero without a villain. Sure. Even if that villain is temporary for one season. So one of the great things about the NBA is that our off season normally is just as exciting as the main season because of the trades and who's going where and the changing of allegiances, of alliances. I mean, so I definitely love all the movement. And, you know, the great thing is you're never going to agree with what any player does 100% the whole time. So I love seeing the changes in the league and having someone to root against. I think it's good for the fan soul to have somebody that you can honestly root against.
That's fun.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Warriors.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Steph Curry.
Well, of all the things he did well, his passing was the most important. He spread the ball around, kept everyone involved, and their offense clicked.
Free throw good, Livingston.
Well, if you think about Sean Livingston's career, you know how close it came to ending. A knee injury so severe that doctors considered amputation. But he never gave up, and he made it back.
Livingston hits both of them. And C-Webb, Livingston's story. So many extremes, from a young franchise cornerstone with the Clippers to wondering if he'd ever be able to play again, ever be able to walk again.
Yeah, he fought his way through. I mean, first a journeyman bouncing around 8 or 9 teams, and then a key factor for the Warriors championship team. I mean, you could make a movie about it. That's how dramatic it is.
Van Vliet can't get it to go. Livingston with it. "36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 6 to shoot. They get a hand on it. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. Passes it to Anunoby. Here's McCaw, defended by Bell. Here's McCaw. Got a piece of it, and he recovers it. Livingston looking for the opening. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, DeMarcus. Congrats on the win. We know how tense you are on the floor, but it looked like tonight maybe you're having a little fun out there.
That's the thing. I'm just trying to come out here and have fun. I got a lot going for myself, and I'm too blessed to be out here frowning all the time. So I'm going to try to keep a smile on my face.
Well, it's a good look for you, man. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. So long and good night, everyone.